What are some red flags for you on the first day of working at a new job? I was hired as a manager at a new restaurant. On my first day, I was told to come in at 8 a.m. to start training. I showed up, but the place was locked. I waited around for about 30 minutes before calling the owner. He picked up and sounded like I had just woken him up. I told him I was at the restaurant and asked if I was supposed to meet someone there for training. He said, "Oh, yeah, sorry, I'll be there in a bit." He showed up 45 minutes later, unlocked the door, and let me in. He then handed me a stack of papers and said, "Here, read these. I'll be in the back." He disappeared and I started reading the papers, which were basically the employee handbook. After about an hour, I finished reading and went to the back to find him. He was sitting in his office playing video games on his computer. I asked him what he wanted me to do next, and he said, "Just keep reading those papers." I went back out front and sat there for another hour before deciding this was not the place for me. I left the papers on the counter and walked out. The owner called me later that day and asked why I left. I told him I didn't think it was a good fit. He said, "Okay, whatever."